Hey guys, how are you today? Guys, I'm going to do a review today on this 12 volt dometic kettle. Alright, I'm going to show you now how it goes, tell you a bit about it, and yeah, I'll boil some water in it. First thing, I'll put some water in. Just hope there's enough water in the tank of the vehicle. Getting down to the dregs, but I should be able to get 3 cups out of it. Our water temperature is 30 degrees. Okay, now I'll time this from when I plug it in. Okay, I'll even leave this meter on and we'll get an idea on what power it uses. I'll switch the jug on. Okay, I'll just switched it on. Okay, she's sucking around 13.5 amps to kick it off. 176 watt. It's rated at about 200 watts, this jug. Okay, times 154. We'll see how long she takes to boil. Now guys, this thing holds 750 ml of water. It's rated at 200 watt. And they recommend a 20 amp fuse. So, before you run out and get one of these, your average 15 amp fuse on your cigarette lighter in your vehicle probably won't handle this. It'll probably blow. It is quite a heavy cord. It's probably 6mm twin. When you look at the cord, it's quite heavy. Yeah, just to give you an idea, you can have a look at a cigarette socket that I I had this hooked up the back of my house, and it's actually melted. You can see that it's melted all the socket out now. This has probably been used a dozen times, probably 12 times, and it's burned out. So you need quite a heavy duty cigarette lighter. You need something preferably metal, as these cheap plastic ones will not cut it, guys, at all. So just be very careful. If you get one of these, you will need a stronger than a 15 amp circuit. You need a 20 amp. You do get this, this is the bracket. You can actually screw this down, mount it down. You can mount it down. What happens, you put that on there, and that locks in place. Now to unlock that, you got to push this button to actually unlock it. But yeah, this would be great for a motorhome or camper van. I must say, if you are an impatient person, this is probably not the jug for you. You're better off just sticking to gas. But this thing, it does the job. It's just slow. I've been using it at home for quite a bit now. I've given this thing a bit of a workout. Geez, I probably must say I've used this thing probably 20 times now, at least a couple of dozen times at boiling water. I've melted this little socket out on it, but yeah. But I will put a Anderson plug on this connector. I thought I wouldn't at the moment in case it burns out. I did have one of these before, these 12 volt jugs, and it didn't last long. But I didn't work like I did this one. I think the one I bought on eBay was only a cheap one. I probably used 2 or 3 times, and it just burned out. Useless it was. But this dometic, guys, I'll tell you what, so far I'm pretty impressed with it. Now you got to think, this is 200 watts. Okay, now your household jug, so let's say you've got a 2200 watt jug, this is going to take 11 times longer than your household jug. So just think of it that way. Yeah, this would be good, guys, if you're going camping and you arrive at your campsite, slap your kettle on, okay, so put it on and then go set your camp up. Time you finish setting up camp, you know, say 25 minutes or so, you can have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, cup of Milo, whatever you want to have. But yeah, like I said, if you are in a rush you know, if you get up early in the morning and you're tonguing for a coffee, it's probably not for you. You're better off just getting the gas, flick the gas on, boil your water, you know, 5 minutes you'll be done. Where this, guys, it is slow, but it's sure to get there. It just takes a while, that's all. They're around $50 a tent well, guys, for one of these. I got it for a Christmas present. I wouldn't have bought this. Yeah, I don't know, I got it and I thought, oh yeah, wow. I wasn't too keen at first, but I'll tell you what, after I'd boiled it a few times, I thought, wow, this thing's not bad. But it does take a while to boil. That's the only drawback with it. So I recommend 6mm twin cable, guys, because that's the cable on the jug. It's probably roughly 6mm twin, but I'd use 6mm cable with it. You'll need a 20 amp fuse on it. But as I said, I'll put an Anderson plug on mine. I wanted to do it at first. I thought if it blows up, we could just take it. I could take it back to the shop because I stick an Anderson plug straight on it. You know, something happened to it, they probably wouldn't honour the warranty, or at least they would. You know, they probably wouldn't swap it back over. So I thought, no, I'll go a bit longer on this cigarette plug, and we'll see what happens. A bit later down the track, I'll put an Anderson plug on it. It's got the automatic cut-off switch, and it's got your light. It's got boil dry protection, so you can't actually. So if you switch that on with no water, it'll just cut out. I don't think this is very accurate, guys, as well. This has got what, 13. It's saying 13.2 amps it's drawing. I had another meter, I'm sure it had about 15.5 amps. It was pulling just over 15 on this other meter I had. Just give you a bit of a guideline, that's all. Yeah, 12 volt. You get a 12 volt oven, you get a 12 volt jug. They're not very fast, but they get there, finally get there, eventually. I suppose there's another thing you don't have to worry about when it's windy. The wind won't affect this. If you had the gas stove out, your wind would be affecting it now, where it doesn't affect this. And it's quite windy at the moment. Sort of shelter behind the door there. It's almost there, guys. It's about 32 minutes now. And yeah, there it is boiling. It's boiling. Okay, just over 9 amp hours. She's using power. Took a while to boil. To boil the water. So yeah, it is a fair while. That's 750 mils of water boiled. But as I said, if you pull up at camp, you put this on, set up, it's probably not so bad. But if you're tonguing for a coffee, it's probably a big deal. But yeah, all right, anyway, I'll let you be the judge of that. I'm going to put an Anderson plug on this 12 volt jug. You can go into my detailed Anderson plug fitting if you want to go into more detail when fitting Anderson plugs, but I'll do a quick video on putting an Anderson plug on this 12 volt dometic jug. Guys, first thing, okay, you got to determine which is positive and which is negative on this cord. Now, I'm going to have to pull this plug apart to determine which one is positive and which one is negative. There is no distinctive marks on this cable. So that's quite important to find out which one's positive and which one is negative. So I'll do that. Okay, a couple of small screws you take out of the plug. So as you open it up, the positive one is this one, and this one is your negative. So pretty much the pins on the side of your plug. So when your plug's together, the two pins on the side is your negative, and your positive is the one up the top. So you just follow your cable down, and you just determine which is which. So there is my positive, is this one. These cigar plugs, they're not much good. I don't think they are. I don't like them. it's just too much current. You're better off putting an Anderson plug on. You're a lot better off. That one is positive. Now I've determined which is which. I can prepare my cable to put on an Anderson plug. So yeah, make sure you determine what's what before you cut it off. So there it is there. There's my positive and there's my negative. Here's our connections. And then we just make sure we put the positive one that we marked in the positive side. And like I said guys, more detail, I've got a Anderson plug fitting video. Just don't want this video to go too long. And there we have it. So now yeah, I take it the warranty's all gone. I'll hook it onto my solar setup and we plug her in. And there we have it. And that's it. Just gonna make myself a little extension lead now and I'm right. Okay, there it is guys. Plugged into the Anderson extension and plugged into my solar. Hope it's helped you out somehow. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.